The major reason why a tortoise will carry the weight of its house forever is fear. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Until you spread your wings, you have no idea how far you can fly. Death is nothing but to live defeated, and inglorious is to die daily. What you help a child to love can be more important than what you help him to learn. The surest way to remain poor is to be an honest man. Knowledge and history of the enemies of religion. Every hour of lost time is a chance of future misfortune. 10 people who speak make more noise than 10,000 who are silent. When people cease to complain, they cease to think. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large numbers. Swallowing a knife may be hard, but once you do, the butt always finds a way to expel it. Power is what they like. It's the greatest of all aphrodisiacs. If you educate a man, you educate one person. If you educate a woman, you educate a whole family. Fools have a great advantage over the wise. They are always self-satisfied. True wisdom in general consists in energetic determination. Better to have an open enemy than hidden friends. A monkey that eats grass instead of banana is a goat. Nature intended women to be our slaves. They are our property. An order that can be misunderstood will be misunderstood. A society without religion is like a vessel without compass. Even the best cooking pot will not produce food. Lies circled the earth, while truth is still trying to put on its shoes. No matter how far a man can urinate, the last drop will always fall between his feet. A wise person will always find a way. God has given me the will and the force to overcome all obstacles. Parents give birth to the body of their children, but not always to their characters. A constitution should be short and obscure. The Jews are the master robbers of the modern age. The most dangerous moment comes with victory. The great difficulty with politics is that there are no established principles. I base my calculation on the expectation that luck will be against me. To be without a friend is to be poor indeed. A small house will hold 100 friends. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. I have only one counsel for you. Be master. If you think you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night with a mosquito. When a girl has beauty without brains, the private parts suffer the most. Women are nothing but machines for producing children. Show me your friend, and I will show you your character. An intelligent enemy is better than a stupid friend. Don't meddle with a family feud. Religion is excellent stuff for keeping common people quiet. We desire to bequeath two things to our children. The first one is roots, the other one is wings. When a fly perches on a man's scrotum, he immediately learns humility. The man who marries a beautiful woman and the farmer who grows corn by the roadside have the same problem. Hot temper will never cook yams. If you run after two hares, you will catch neither. He who is being carried does not realize how far the town is. Girls are like mangoes. While you are waiting for them to be ripe, others are eating them raw. Without fools, there would be no wisdom. The frowning face of a goat cannot stop its owner to take it to the market. When the mouse laughs at the cat, there is a hole nearby. Four hostile newspapers are more to be feared than 1,000 bayonets. Men would not tell lies if women asked fewer questions. Great men are meteors, designed to burn so that Earth may be lighted. A revolution is an idea which has found its bayonets. No man can outwit their ancestors. Generals who save troops for the next day are always beaten. We often get in quicker by the back door than by the front. It's not the size of the army, but the power within the army. A woman is a flower in a garden. Her husband is the fence around it. The purpose of religion is to keep the poor from killing the rich. Anarchy is the stepping stone to absolute power. I see only my objective. The obstacles must give way. The best way to make everyone poor is to insist on equality of wealth. You don't reason with intellectuals, you shoot them. The buttocks are like a married couple. Though there is constant friction between them, they will still love and live together. I have made all the calculations. Fate will do the rest. Wood already touched by fire is not hard to set alight. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Wisdom is like fire. People take it from others. So extraordinary circumstance we must apply. Extraordinary remedies. A person who sells eggs should not start a fight in the market. It's the people who are in the wrong who get angry. Learning expands great souls. The old woman looks after the child to grow its teeth, and the young one in turn looks after the old woman when she loses her teeth. What is the government? Nothing, unless supported by opinion. I would rather have a general who was lucky than one who was good. Sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. Only a wise person can solve a difficult problem. A wise person doesn't fall down the same hill twice. He who knows how to flatter also knows how to slander. The secrets of war lies in the communications. Victory belongs to the most persevering. When you show the child the moon, it sees only your finger. Public opinion is the thermometer of monarchs should constantly consult. Worry is like a rocking chair. It rocks you back and forth, but gets you nowhere. There are only two forces that unite men: fear and interest. The art of war is to gain time when your strength is inferior. Success is the most convincing talker in the world. The only woman who knows where her man is every night is a widow. Victory is not always winning the battle, but rising every time you fall. Wisdom is like a baobab tree. No one individual can embrace it. The heart of the wise man lies quiet like limpid water. One who causes others misfortune also teaches them wisdom. A fool has to say something. A wise person has something to say. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. You cannot lead a battle if you think you look silly on a horse. Never ascribe to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity. Wisdom is not like money to be tied up and hidden. The greatest general is he who makes the fewest mistakes. When deed speaks, words are nothing. The future destiny of a child is always the work of the mother. A wise man fills his head before emptying his mouth. Half of the people in the world are below average. In politics, never retreat, never retract, never admit a mistake. A man will fight harder for his interests than for his rights. Knowledge without wisdom is like water in the sand. To make yourself understood to people, one must first speak to their eyes. There is no place in a fanatic's head where reason can enter. When you follow in the path of your Father, you learn to walk like Him. The laughter of a child is the light of a house. If relatives help each other, what evil can hurt them? A family tie is like a tree. It can bend, but it cannot break. Cross the river in a crowd, and the crocodile won't eat you. My success and everything good that I have done, I owe to my mother. Force is the law of animals. Men are ruled by conviction. Leave the artilleryman alone. They are an obstinate lot. Act swiftly and vigorously, without buts and ifs. A united family eats from the same plate. Men take only their needs into consideration, never their abilities. A real family eats from the same cornmeal. If I were to give liberty to the press, my power could not last 3 days. Friends must always be treated as if one day they might be enemies. However much the buttocks are in a hurry, they will always remain behind. Whatever you ardently and passionately desire that you obtain. A man who hangs around a beautiful girl without saying a word ends up fetching water at her wedding. There's no virgin in a maternity ward. Never tell your enemy he's doing the wrong thing. Knowledge is like underwear. It is useful to have it, but not necessary to show it off. A truthful man will soon find himself expelled from 9 villages. In the moment of crisis, the wise build bridges and the foolish build dams. The wise man never takes a step too long for his leg. Wealth, if you use it, comes to an end. Learning, if you use it, increases. Oh, well, no matter what happens, there's always death. Hold a true friend with both hands. To be believed, make the truth unbelievable. When brothers fight to the death, a stranger inherits their father's estate. Even the maid has a family. Where there are many, nothing goes wrong. A family is like a forest. When you are outside, it is dense. When you are inside, you see that each tree has its place. When God cooks, you don't see smoke. "6 hours sleep for a man, 7 for woman, and 8 for a fool." If you are filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom. Dine with a stranger, but save your love for your family. A home without a woman is like a barn without cattle. Home affairs are not talked about on the public square. It is hard to cure madness that originates in the family. Truth should be in love and love in truth. Even as the archer loves the arrow that flies, so too he loves the bow that remains constant in his hands. A happy man marries the girl he loves. A happier man loves the girl he married. A friend is someone you share the path with. The mother hen does not break its own eggs. When a bitter woman takes over the house, the family she rules is doomed. It's better to fall from a tree and break your back than to fall in love and break your heart. When an old man dies, a library is burned with him. Among those who dislike oppression are many who like to oppress. Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. What you learn is what you die with. Insubordination may only be the evidence of a strong mind. One should never forbid what one lacks the power to prevent. Religion is what keeps the poor from murdering the rich. Confiding a secret to an unworthy person is like carrying grain in a bag with a hole. A large chair does not make a king. If you do not have patience, you cannot make beer. A single stick may smoke, but it will not burn. If the sun claims superiority over the moon, let it shine at night. Where there are experts, there will be no lack of learners. Return to old watering holes for more than water. Friends and dreams are there to meet you. Bad friends will prevent you from having good friends. One who plants grapes by the roadside and one who marries a pretty woman share the same problem. In war, as in prostitution, amateurs are often better than professionals. One falsehood spoils 1,000 truths. God has created lands with lakes and rivers for man to live, and the desert so that he can find his soul. Peace does not make a good ruler. You do not teach the paths of the forest to an old gorilla. He that has never traveled thinks that his mother is the only good cook in the world. Between true friends, even water drunk together is sweet enough. I would rather suffer with coffee than be senseless. A mother cannot give birth to something bigger than herself. He who earns calamity eats it with his family. A fool cannot untie the knot tied by a wise man. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Rain may clean the leopard's skin, but it does not wash out the spots. Family must look out for family. A husband with a good wife will never be on the road without supplies. He that beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. Clever policy consists in making nations believe they are free. The fool speaks, the wise man listens. One day in the life of a wise man is worth a fool's entire life. A chattering bird builds no nest. Give advice. If people don't listen, let adversity teach them. All the women in the world would not make me lose an hour. If one didn't laugh, one would have to cry. A cutting word is worse than a bowstring. A cut may heal, but the cut of the tongue does not. Those who respect the elderly pave their own road toward success. In the moment of crisis, the wise build bridges and the foolish build dams. He who does not know one thing knows another. The more you don't have sex, the less you want it. Their amateurs discuss tactics, the professionals discuss logistics. The friends of our friends are our friends. In a family, if you have somebody who is troublesome, it's the family members who are more worried than the troublesome member. An army of lions commanded by a deer will never be an army of lions. Other people's wisdom prevents the king from being called a fool. Nothing is lost as long as courage remains. Wealth is like hair in the nose. It hurts to be separated whether from a little or a lot. A man with diarrhea will not require anyone to give them the direction to the door. Every beetle is a gazelle in the eyes of its mother. There is no fool who is disowned by his family. If I am in harmony with my family, that's success. If you educate a man, you educate one person. If you educate a woman, you educate a whole family. The leader's role is to define reality, then give hope. Before you go out with a widow, you must first ask her what killed the husband.